But in a situation like, Israel and Palestinian situation, is that going to work?
I mean, it's going to be tough to try to play that down the middle and try to get some kind of consensus. I think for a large part of the Palestinian population, they felt that they have not been listened to. It's one thing to prove that you're listening to individuals, but you got to get some payback for that. You've seen the rocket attacks continue, despite the fact that Israel years ago had moved back from those territories. So we've got to know that if we are going to listen to them, I can't say appear to listen to them, but we certainly are trying to, what are they going to do for us? It's not enough to seem as though you're impartial. If you're impartial, what are you getting for your efforts?
And where does Joe Biden fit into all of this? I mean, he went on that whirlwind tour of some of the hot spots. He certainly got a ton of foreign policy experience.
He certainly does. And he's going to have the toughest role of all because he's not second in command. He doesn't have a portfolio. What he has is a lot of experience, and when his voice is heard, which means he has to do a lot of listening, but when his voice is heard, it has to be a very important voice. It has to be one that adds something new to the table. The other part, I think, is the Secretary of State, who's obviously very, very powerful, has two very powerful players who report to the White House. They report to her. And so she's got to be very careful of the turf battles. And they've got to somehow work together as a team. And if they can, they'll be a very powerful team. If they can't, they'll create chaos.
David, I mean, do personalities and personality classes really play such a big role? I mean, if they have different portfolios, Holbrooke and Mitchell, why does it matter that they have big personalities?
Oh, well, because they can't get into conflicts. We've seen famous conflicts in the past, but often between the State Department, say, and the White House. Al Haig at the State Department, Ronald Reagan had huge conflicts with the White House, and eventually he resigned under a lot of pressure. Colin Powell, as much as he was admired by the American people, because he embraced the Foreign Service, there was a sense in the Bush White House that
Melanie, don't do that.